Hi, this is Ms. Serratis. In this video, we are going to look at the Norfolk Construction Company. So just a reminder, this file has already been typed for you. So make sure you go to Google Classroom and open the file that has your name on it. It'll have your name and the Norfolk Construction Company. And you should actually be able to do the first 4 directions without my help. So what I ask you to do is pause this video and go do those directions, which is basically formatting the first 3 rows. And when you have it looking like this, come on back. Okay, so we're going to actually start with with direction number 5, which is to widen column A to 125 megapixels. So we learned that to widen a column, you basically click this line until you get the double arrow, hold the click, and drag it. And so we can drag that, but we don't know what size we made it. If we wanted to make it a specific size, I'm going to show you 2 ways to do that. One way is to click on this drop-down arrow, and then you want to go to Resize Column, and it specifically said 125. So I was pretty close. So we'll change it to 125 and click OK. So that's one way to do it. The other way is to right-click on column A, and a reminder, a right-click on a Chromebook is a single tap with 2 fingers. So do a right-click, and then go to Resize Column, and again, change it to 125. So go do that and come on back. Direction number 6 wants us to select columns B through E and change the size of them to 80 megapixels. Now you could go ahead and do them one at a time, but I'm going to show you how to do it multiple. So the first thing you need to do is select columns B through E. So if you select anywhere in the column, you won't be selecting the entire column. So the secret to select the entire column is make sure you click on column B and then go all the way to E. Now, some kids make the mistake of clicking and then clicking again. And if you do that, what it does is it drags out the column. So let me undo. So the secret is make sure you click once, and then when you click, you hold the click and drag across. So again, click, hold the click, and drag across. That is selecting them, okay? So now that I've selected it, I'm simply just going to do a right click. I could do a right click anywhere. Go to Resize Columns, and it's asking me to make it 80 megapixels. Click OK, and voila, all 4 of them were done at the same time. So you can pause the video and do that. Welcome back. Number 7 is resizing rows 9 through 15. Same thing. You want to click, hold the click, and go all the way down to 15. Because if you do a click and then you unclick and then do it again, what that does is drags the row, moves the row. So I'm going to click on row 9, hold the click, go down to 15. I'm just going to do a right click. I'm on the row header when I do the right click, and go to resize row. So let's see what happens if I go from 9 to 15 and I right click in somewhere outside of it. It gives me the same the same option of resize row. I'm just pointing this out. They happen to be the same, but sometimes they're different. So just keep in mind, if you're not getting what you need, maybe you right clicked in the wrong area. So I'm going to go to resize rows, and it says change it to 30, and I click OK. So now you should go ahead and do that. Okay, number 8, hide column D by right-clicking on the column header and selecting Hide Column. So let's go to column D. So it says to right-click on the column header. That means you have to right-click here. So if I right-click here, I do not see Hide Column anywhere. But if I right-click on the column heading, all of a sudden I have the Hide Column option. So again, right-click, there's no hide column. Go to the column heading. Now there's a hide column. So just be careful. Like I said, if you're not getting the option that you're looking for, maybe you are right-clicking in the wrong area. Reminder, a right-click is a double tap with a single tap with 2 fingers. Okay, I'm just going to hide it. Now, the way that I know that column D is hidden, these arrows are a clue, but if you look, it goes A, B, C, E. So that means that column D is hidden, and I can't drag it anywhere in the spreadsheet to open it up. If I want to open it up, I have to do it through here. So now they want me to hide rows 9 and 13. Again, I'm going to right-click on the number 9 and go to Hide Row. And now to hide row 13, again, if I right-click on the cell, there's no Hide Row. But if I go to the number 13, do a right click, now there's a hide row. So I've just hid row 9, as I can see, from 8 to 10. 9 is hidden. And from 12 to 14, 13 is hidden. So if you haven't done that already, go ahead and come on back. So now that we've gone through all of that, number 10 wants us to unhide row 13. So there's a couple of ways of doing it. So one way would be to just grab the arrow and just click on it, and that will unhide it. So undo. The other way is to select both of these cells, these rows, starting at 12. Remember, do a click, hold a click, and go down to 14. And now do a right click, and then you should see the unhide row option. Either way is fine. So now row 13 is unhidden, but we want to keep row 9 hidden. Go ahead and do that. Come on back. All right, we are almost done. Now we're up to the fun stuff, which is basically applying the currency style. So we're going to select this row. The currency style is the $sign. It says no decimals, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this one, click it twice. And we need to apply that to row 10 and to row 15. So I could do that over again, or I can cheat by using my format painter. So first thing I make sure is I select B10 all the way to E10, click on the brush, and then select B15, and it automatically did that. And you don't have to do it that way. You could go select the row and apply the currency style. And now this one here, direction number 12, is the comma style. So that's under 1, 2, 3. I like using financial. Let's get rid of those decimals twice, and that should do it. And now we want to make sure that we underline row 13. So one way to underline is just hit the Control U. That is an underline. Let me undo that. One way to not underline is to go here and do this. This is called a border line. As you can see, the line is continuous. There's no spaces in between. But an actual underline, I just like doing Control U, the shortcut. If you do that, there is space in between. So the underline is actually under Format, and there's underline. As you can see, the shortcut was Control U. And that's it. You have now finished it. And now you just need to turn it in. Don't hit the share button. Go to Google Classroom and hit the turn in button. Have fun with it.